So this is the interior of the Ambrose. We have stripped it of everything. The helm used to be over here on the starboard side, right in front of this opening. And that was kind of dangerous because there was a seat stanchion sitting here. And on the Great Lakes, I mean, you had a clear path to fall out of the seat into the water, and that was on both sides. They had seats here. So we're going to do a different seating configuration here. Down here in the cuddy, we're going to remove a lot of this storage area here. We're actually going to put the helm down here, and then we're going to put seating here, and here, seating up against the transom behind me here along the back. And then of course our fishing equipment will be all along the gunnels and along the transom of the boat. Biggest problem was with this boat is that being technically abandoned, I guess, in this guy's backyard for so many years, there was a family of raccoons living in here, and this thing smells god-awful. It smells like a hot bag of dog poop on a 100-degree day, and that is after a year of having it sit out back, and we have been using substances here in this garden sprayer like Odaband and other cleansers to try to clean that up. But what's going to happen now that we've got the interior completely stripped out and the engine out of it and the outdrive off, we're going to take up this carpet, we're going to take all this plywood out all along the floor here and expose the structure of the boat underneath. We have brand new fuel tanks to go in the gunnels. She's a gunnel tank boat. Those tanks are over here, as you can see, they're right here. We had those custom made. Just want to throw out a thank you to Mirax Fuel Tanks of Lake Havasu, Arizona, who were the original manufacturers of these tanks in 1974 for this boat. But they were steel, and in the Great Lakes, steel is a no-no in commercial vessel fuel tanks unless you have them pressure tested every year. And trust me, these tanks are so old, there was no way we could save them. So we got together with the guys at Mirax. They put us together a new set of 24 gallons each is what they'll hold on the port and starboard side, which is what we have in the Little Lady, and that gets us all over Saginaw Bay. We can go from Bayport to Au Gres to Tawas and back without refueling with the efficiency of the 6-cylinder that runs this thing. But as you can see, we have all restoration to do on this boat. The structure is good. I actually filled her up with water out in the backyard last year and tested for leaks. We've got no leaks in the bottom of the boat, which is fantastic. But yeah, she is going to need a lot of work, and you're going to be right here to see what we do to her. So the engine bay, as you can see there, we removed the engine this spring, and we still have to remove the gimbal housing off the back of the boat. This is a Mare Cruiser pre-alpha, and I really like these because although they're pre-alpha, if the drive goes bad, old Mr. Kaihofer was a really smart guy. You could actually bolt a Alpha 1 first generation right up to this thing, and it'll work just fine. But we rebuild all of our outdrives, and we do all of our own engine work, and because we just bought the special tools for them, we got tired of taking them to specialty shops to do it, and we started doing it ourselves. So we have already rebuilt the alpha or pre-alpha drive, which is right there, as you can see. We still got to paint it, but it's been completely disassembled, gone through, resealed, measured, mic'd, and put back together. So we got new tires for the trailer, 5 on 4.5 four wagon wheels. We got to get those on. And the engines, we have one of two to pick from. We're running all line 6s, which is a common thing in our business now, which is great. This is the engine that came out of the Ambrose behind me here. It has been completely gone through and rehabilitated, and she is ready to go back in the Ambrose. And then I have this one over here that I picked up in Indiana off of Craigslist last fall that I've gone through. This is just a spare to have a spare. These engines are getting a little bit hard to find at times because of their age. I think the last time they were used in a marine application might have been 83 or latest 84. but they are known for longevity. I know another charter captain exclusively is running these, and he's getting 9,000 hours out of them. And fuel economy to boot. It's just fantastic. We're probably getting like 3 gallons to a mile out of these things. So it just goes to show you that not necessarily new is ecologically friendly. Here's something that's a 45, 50-year-old product that is using significantly less fuel. And if you want to talk about carbon footprint, a significantly less carbon footprint as I travel along and go fishing. And not only that, it saves on our fuel and our costs, and that's transferred right back to you, the customer. So just a fantastic power plant. Can't say enough about them. It's crazy. They're only 165 horse, but they have gobs of torque because they're a long stroke engine. And like I say, 6 in a row, ready to tow. This thing, it's impressive. Even customers ask what I have in this thing because we'll push 30, 35 out there, you know, loaded with 6 people on this thing and all the equipment and stuff. This thing just picks right up and goes. Not to mention that, but the weight of the boat itself, 2,880 pounds, helps a lot too. So there she is. In a second, I'll show you what's going on with the rollers underneath it and why we had to lift the boat up. And then in another future segment, I'm not going to work on it today, but we're going to start working on these trailer bearings and brakes. We'll show you how we repack them, how we clean the brake assemblies and repair the brakes on this thing. We're also going to put new trailer lights on. This thing barely has trailer lights. There's one amber marker there on either side, nothing down here, and then you got tail lights. This thing is just too dark at night. Needs some more lighting on it, and we got a brand new LED kit coming for that. So I'm not going to make it look like a Christmas tree, but we're certainly going to make it more noticeable as it goes down the highway if we have to tow this thing at night, which occasionally we do. So give me 1 second here, and we'll go take a look at those boat rollers on the trailer.